What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Brendan. Christmas in July is heating up, and by heating up I mean it is like 95 degrees outside. I feel like I'm going to melt. It is so hot, but that's not going to stop us from shopping until we drop. You know how we do it on this channel. We got a couple of things to do. First, we're going to do the giveaway for the Nike shoes that was in the previous video. We'll pick that winner, then we'll go into stores, see if I can find anything to resell online. Hopefully you will also find these things when you are outsourcing. Just doing this again to make you a more informed reseller. And then at the end, I got a little guest appearance from my littlest buddy. We're gonna open up another gift as we continue on with our Christmas in July giveaway event for subscribers only. But yeah, whew, brace up, it is warm out. Okay, let's pick some shoe winners, or a shoe winner to be exact. That is the video. We can include replies, we can filter duplicates, and then we have to do the math. 7 is the answer, so let's get the unique comments. How many do we have this time? 307, very nice. And let's see, who is gonna win the Nike shoes? Rigby, I appreciate you showing us some of your items that you sold, because as a new reseller, it definitely helps us to learn and look for certain things. Excellent, excellent. Congratulations, Rigby. Send me your details at dadplanetofficial@gmail.com, and then I will get this shipped out to you as a thank you for being a subscriber. We're going to start off with shoes because I've said this before, I'm selling so many of them. I'm selling through them. So I'm going to like really start buying these in mass, but this is an obvious pickup right here because they're Allen Edmonds, but only obvious because they're Allen Edmonds. The style here is Park Avenue. So some of the keywords: black, leather, cap toe. I might even use the style code as a keyword on the inside. The size for these are a men's 12B. Prices are weird. There's like a bunch at the top, like 100, 150, then a bunch kind of at the bottom in like the 30 to 50 range. And if I'm going to make an error for me with the way I sell, I'm going to err on the side of selling them for a higher amount than a lower amount. So I have mine photographed and listed for $100. There are plenty of them that have sold for $100 and above to help me make the decision a little bit easier. I don't know why you would. That's a great Cole Haan right there, but I'm going to leave those behind. I would rather the Allen Edmonds. I think I can move those a little bit quicker. But now I'm just checking every kind of basic shoe to see if I've got something similar here. I don't think I picked any other ones up, but why people, and I'm not talking just about the running auctions. I'm talking about like their asking price, why they would list those so low in like the $30, $40, $50 range in good condition. Doesn't make any sense to me when that's a shoe that, you know, it's probably what, $295 when it retailed brand new. No, the right buyer is not going to have any problem spending $100 on those shoes, and they will only cost me $5.50. Same with these ones, they will only cost me $5.50. This one would be a little, not necessarily a little bit of a stretch, but I've never seen a Coach shoe like this before. The style they're calling this is Shine, and it's got sequins on the front, sequins on the back. For the life of me, I could not find the size, so I have this drafted, but I'm gonna have to maybe get creative here because I can't really see what size I'm dealing with. But these were cool, they were in great shape, and I'm gonna test them at 35. There was a pair that just sold recently for 35, although they weren't black, but I can ship these first class. They're super light. I think $35 is definitely fair. I'm gonna guess and say they were, you know, probably $90 to $100 retail price when they were brand new, but 35 is probably going to work. It'll sell between 30 and 35, and again, it'll cost about $5 to ship. So good pickup there, but the Allen Edmonds was great, a great find to score right off the bat. But yeah, my shoe sales are fantastic. They do taper off in the winter months. You know, I'm pretty heavy on like athletic shoe wear, but you know, certain brands will do fine all throughout the year. So we're going to keep on keeping on here. I'm going to show you a few things that I passed up on, and I'll try to explain why that is, maybe to help some of the newer resellers. So the style on this Kate Spade is Nolita. Salt and pepper shakers, obviously. When I search Kate Spade Nolita on the eBay app, I'm only getting 32 results, and only 6 have sold in the last 90 days, just using the keyword Kate Spade Nolita. Now, that doesn't mean that somebody couldn't have success buying these at $5, selling them on another platform like maybe Etsy if they're vintage, or Poshmark. I don't cross list. I think for me, cross-listing doesn't make sense, and I'll explain why that is maybe in a future video. But I get a lot of people that are like, dude, you need to cross-list, you need to cross-list, and I'm like, it just doesn't make sense. And then I think my answer is logical, but we'll get into it in another video. So maybe you would have success if you were selling that on another platform, but I think for me, it's a good pass. And so that's what I'm gonna do. All right. Next thing here, this is one of the things that will surprise you because it doesn't appear on the surface like it's really worth anything. Low Alpine Contour Mountain 40 backpack. This backpack was in really nice condition. So I looked it up even though I was reluctant to, because I mean, if I want to make money in this business, I got to like continue to learn, right? So look that up, and I have mine listed for $45. It's actually a pretty strong bolo. Keep your eye out for low Alpine backpacks. They look like, at least this one, maybe 2 or 3 listed currently, but 7 have sold in the last 90 days. I'll take it. And then I'm checking the hammers and the tools here, but I don't see anything. And I did look up all 3 of those hammers that had value. Same with this Wise like security camera. I don't think there was enough meat on the bone. The sales numbers didn't look good. The sold comparables didn't look good. And then I don't see anything else here that I can work with, I don't think. A lot of just very basic / generic shoes on the bottom here. So we're gonna move on. But keep your eye out for low Alpine, something to put on your radar. Another thing I'm going to pass up here, and this is strictly because the sold comparables just didn't look good. So this is a stamp creator from Brother. My camera work, I'm trying to do it with one hand. Sorry, folks, you know how it is. I could stop it and start it again, but I'm too stubborn. So I thought this thing might have been brand new in the box. And so if it was, I'd have taken a second look at it, but there it is. It looked like it was pre-owned, so, but even still, the sold comparables, they just were not satisfactory. What was the price on that? I don't remember what the price was, but it just wasn't something that I was interested in. I passed up on those. I'm definitely going to take the Littlest Pet Shops. The bag is going to cost me $10. I think there was like close to 30 in there. Got like a really like fuzzy, flocked monkey right there, but a bunch of bunnies. And so I still think that these sell. But really, I think $25 to $30 is the most I'll get, unless I've got one in here that is like a superstar. I don't know how much patience I'm going to have in looking each one of them up individually, so I might just lot them all together and say, hey, I've got 5 bunnies, 3 monkeys, 3 dogs, and then kind of call it a day. In the past, I might have looked each one individually up, but I think it's probably just going to take me too much time. I'll let my daughters pick through them. Maybe we'll swap out some of the doubles we have here at home and pop a few different ones in that bag. But for $10, I think I can flip it for 30 and be done with it. Littlest Pet Shops, like, they had their day. They do still sell. Again, max value. It's going to really depend on if I've got something spectacular in that bag, and as of right now, I'm not really sure because I haven't done the research. So just dig through the rest of these bins, see if there's anything hiding that looks good. Yes, that is a Bop It, although I don't think it's a Bop It Extreme. Am I going to pick this up? I don't remember. Yeah, but is it a Bop It Extreme? No. Okay, so I'm going to leave that behind, although Bop It is a bolo in most cases. I'm going to pass on that one. Same thing with this Marlboro sleeping bag. I was like, oh, this thing's going to be worth $300. Definitely was not. The solds were in like the $19, $20, $25 range. It's a great pack. It's like got this cool plaid interior. It was very clean. Always want to like, check to see if it smells like cigarette smoke. It did not. It looked very clean, hardly used. I mean, I don't know if anyone spent any more than 2 nights in that, but the solds weren't that great. So, I'm wrong often. And this is one of those cases where I left it behind. And I'm going to end up moving on. But there are plenty of like cigarette related items that are bolos. That just wasn't one of them. This here, in better condition, Eddie Bauer canvas bag, is a definite pickup. I was super disappointed when I saw all of the wear. So that in and of itself right on the edge wouldn't have been a problem, even those two. But there's like a big hole in this here somewhere. I don't remember where it is. Maybe closer to the wheel. But this bag here, easy $100 if it didn't have all of the damage that it had. So would I have priced it at $100 with the wear that you have seen so far? I might have, but then there's this huge hole. There it is right there. That is a done deal. That cannot be sold. Super disappointed because this is very useful. It's still in demand. type of bags. Same thing with Orvis. When you see the Orvis canvas bags that look like that have some leather. Hartman, same thing. That Eddie Bauer would have been a fantastic sale. All right, a couple things in my cart here. Got Nike Air Max 95s. These actually sell much better brand new than they do pre-owned. I'm going to shoot for the stars here at $90. I have a size 10.5, and the only other 10.5 listed is listed for $200. So, I mean, I think 90 is like more than fair. And then I'm going to grab these Solomons. These are X Ultra 3s. They're mids. They're GTX. But I have a very unique size at 12.5. You could see the insoles were in excellent condition. I'm going for $90 on these as well, simply for the fact that they're a 12.5. But really, any other sizes, they sell in like the $70, $80 range. So $90 should be no problem. Super clean, and they photograph great. Salomon is such a great brand. I've already sold 2 pairs of my Solomons in the last 48 hours. So I expect those to go pretty quickly. Again, 12.5, not an easy size to find. All right. We have some bags marked up here at the counter, and I'm going to leave most of them behind, but there's 2 here that I'm going to test that I've never sold before. Brahmin, am I saying it correctly? So we have some like croc alligator. I think it's more croc than it is alligator. I know there's a way to tell the difference. I don't know what that difference is. Where's Jack Hanna when I need him? But I'm going to grab both of these at $20. Crossbodies, 8x8, 8x10. One's got some brown and black leather. The other one is all black. That smaller one right there, I have listed for $120. And then the brown one with the black, I'm going to list for $70. I have to know if I can move these. And I mean, sold comparables show that in between $75 and $150 is probably not unreasonable for these in such nice condition pre-owned. So that's what I'm going for. I'm not afraid to pay up for certain things. And this is one of those things where, like, if you were kind of unsure, cash was low, maybe you're newer, it's not a risk you necessarily need to take. It's one that I'm definitely going to go with, just because I firmly believe that at some point those will sell for those prices. They photographed great, but really only because they were in such fantastic conditions. So I'm going to take both of those here. And I actually, if I remember correctly, I left this clock behind because I got lazy and I didn't look it up. This round one right here, I forget. Does anybody recognize the name at the bottom, that cursive style? I'm telling you, I probably missed something here, but I left it behind because I was just in a hurry, and that's just the way it is sometimes with me. I don't know. They can't really explain why I left it behind, but I have a feeling this clock has some value. So does anybody recognize that signature? If you do, let me know what I missed. Hopefully whoever was in there after the fact recognized it, grabbed it. And they have a nice little item on their hands. So some Christmas lights here. I think those were marked $5. Definitely vintage. I'm not quite ready for those. My youngest daughter and I actually just watched Good Burger for the first time, and she thought it was hilarious. So I'm in here looking for Good Burger on CD, but I stumble upon this right here, and it's actually a bolo. Total Drama Island. I've never heard of it. It looks like Cartoon Network. It's the full, I think it's maybe the full first season or the full only season. All the discs are in there. It was in excellent condition. This is sold as high as like $60, $70 pre-owned. I have mine listed at what I think is very reasonable, $45. And I'm not really sure, as how quickly it will sell. But there were only, using the UPC code, maybe 5 or 6 listed, but 17 it sold in the last 90 days. So it's going to move. And I think, again, my price is pretty fair. But yeah, Good Burger. Who would have thought that would be a funny movie for me to see at this age? But she loved it. We thought it was hilarious. And the last thing that I'm going to pick up, another infinity lamp. This one doesn't have anywhere near the value that I found the first time. That square one that I found that I have listed for $700. This one I'm probably going to list for $70. I saw one sell recently for $30, but that was at auction, way too low. $70 for this bad boy. And that concludes our broadcast day. You'll be just fine. All right, darling. Let's pick the next one.
Surprise. So
you can pick. We're going to open it, so they'll know. It's going to be so much fun, though. Do you know which one you want? Still choosing? Okay.
I want this polka dot one.
This one here?
Okay.
Hold on. I'm going to turn it over because my cheat sheet is on the bottom. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Thanks.
Hey, it has now Santa Claus.
Oh, they did it the other way. That's so fun.
It's fuzzy.
It looks fuzzy. What is this? This looks like a vest? No, a sweater? Hold on, let me flip this over. This is kind of big, huh? Okay, what are we looking at? Can you do me a huge favor and slide over a little bit so I can spread this out so I can see it on camera? What do we have here? So this looks like a North Face fuzzy jacket. This is a men's XL. This is brand new with tags. Dun Raven. I don't know what that means. Cordovan, so it's like a reddish maroon color, brand new with tags. What was the retail price on this? $100? Super nice. Good choice, Gwen. This is the next item to be given away. Brand new with tags, XL men's, North Face. Good looking piece. All right, I spent just under $76 for all of those items. My total listed value for everything comes to $665. Now, I have two questions in this video. My first one is, what's the most memorable trip you've ever taken? I've been to Rio, I've been to the Pyramids of Giza, I've been to Ephesus, Turkey. I've seen some interesting places. I think Rio was, for me, the most interesting. I spent the most amount of time there. It was very beautiful. And let me know what your most memorable trip was. If you haven't taken that yet, what do you aspire to go to see? What would be your most memorable vacation if you had an opportunity to take one? Let me know in the comments, and we'll see you in the next video. Brendan here, Dad Planet, the One Man Show. I am out.